Let me ask you one question. How many hours did you work last week? 40? 50? Maybe more? Now a second question. If you stopped working tomorrow, how many days could you live normally before things started falling apart? A week? A month? That number is the real distance between you and financial freedom. Not your salary, not your job title, not your years of experience, just that number. And I know that question is uncomfortable because the honest answer usually isn't pretty. I've asked myself the same question before. My answer wasn't comfortable either. But this episode isn't here to make you feel bad. It's here to change that answer. This is Coin Talk, and today's episode is how to build $1,000 a month in passive income. No empty promises. No fake shortcuts. I want to tell you about a moment. It's 2 a.m. A man is sitting in front of his screen, calculating next month's bills. The balance in his account isn't enough. His paycheck won't arrive for another 10 days. And one question keeps circling in his head. I worked this hard, and I'm still here. This man wasn't a failure. He was working genuinely hard, but he was playing a game designed to keep him running in place. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't intelligence. It isn't luck. And most of the time, it isn't even capital. The difference is understanding one simple rule that wealthy people know and schools never teach. Your time has a ceiling. Your systems don't. If all you have is a salary, you're selling limited time for limited money. The moment you stop working, the money stops too. But if you build a system, money moves even while you sleep. This isn't poetry. This is pure math. According to the Federal Reserve, 56% of people don't have $1,000 in savings. Not because they're lazy, but because nobody taught them how to build a system. Today we start. Principle 1. Start with what you have, not what you wish you had. Let me be straight with you from the beginning. Every passive income video on the internet starts with the same line. Turn $100 into $10,000. And that's not completely a lie, but it hides something important. Passive income always needs a seed. Always. Either time, money, or a skill. There is no third option. So the right question isn't, how much money do I need to start? The right question is, what do I already have that can work without me? Meet Sarah, graphic designer, mother of two, very little free time. In 2021, she decided to try one simple thing. She took the templates she was already designing for clients and listed them on Etsy for $27 a bundle. Month 1, $216. She told herself, this changes nothing. But she didn't stop. Month 6, $890. Month 12, $1,340. From the same templates. From the same work she was already doing. She just added a system to it. Now I don't want you to think about what you want to do. I want you to think about what you already do every single day, at work, at home, in your hobbies. Can any part of it become a product? Content. A service that sells while you sleep? The answer, most of the time, is yes. You just haven't looked at it that way before. Principle 2. Don't build a stream. Build a system. This is where most people stall after their first win. They make their first $200. They feel the excitement. And then, they wait. They expect that number to grow on its own. But numbers don't grow on their own. Streams grow when they multiply. Sarah didn't stop at Etsy. She took her first $300 and opened an investment account and started buying ETFs. Simple index funds that track the U.S. market. Why ETFs specifically? Because according to S&P Dow Jones indices, more than 88% of actively managed funds underperform the S&P 500 index over a 15-year period. Think about that for a second. People pay experts millions of dollars to lose against a fund you can buy today for $50. Warren Buffett himself has said it openly. To his family, to his foundation, to everyone. Sarah didn't choose between Etsy or investing. She did both. Stream 1 funded Stream 2. 2 funded 3. And so on. This isn't coincidence. This is strategy. The goal isn't one massive stream. The goal is 5 streams, each making $200. Or 10 streams, each making $100. Together, they hit $1,000. And together, they don't depend on any single one of them. When one stream slows down, the others keep going. That's the difference between financial fragility and financial resilience. Principle 3. The hidden leverage you're ignoring every day. I want to ask you something personal. How much is your savings account earning right now? 0.1%? Maybe 0.5%? If you have $10,000 sitting in a 0.1% account, you're making $10 a year. $10 on 10,000. That's not saving. That's donating. High-yield savings accounts today are offering between 4% and 5% annually. Same money for $100 to $500 a year. Zero extra effort. Zero extra risk. That's one example of hidden leverage. Leverage means, what do you already have that you're not fully using? A car you don't use at night? Leverage. Delivery services, Turo. A spare room? Leverage, Airbnb. Knowledge in any field? Leverage, a course, an ebook, consulting. Savings sitting idle? Leverage, high-yield accounts, ETFs, dividend stocks. Leverage isn't something you build from nothing. It's something you open your eyes to see because it's already there. Sarah did exactly this. Her templates were leverage on her existing skill. Her savings were leverage on her existing capital. From the same life she was already living, she built a completely different system. What to do in the next 24 hours. No more theory. Just 3 specific things. First, write your inventory. Open your phone right now. New note. Write down 3 things. Skills I have that people pay for. Assets I'm not fully using. Savings sitting in low-yield accounts. You don't need perfect answers. Just write. Because writing turns a blurry idea into something real you can actually see. Second, open an investment account today. Not tomorrow. Today. In the US, Fidelity or Schwab, completely free. In Europe, DeGiro or Trading 212. Everywhere else, find the most regulated and trusted local platform. Don't invest anything yet. Just open the account. Because the biggest barrier between I should invest and I am investing is almost always just not having an account open. Remove the friction. Open the account. Third, calculate what you're losing right now. Open your banking app. Look at your savings balance. Multiply it by 4.5%. That's the amount you're leaving on the table every single year, with zero effort, just because you haven't moved your money to a better account. That's your first stream. Activate it in 5 minutes. The closing. I want to tell you one last thing. $1,000 a month isn't a magic number, but it is an important psychological turning point, because it proves one thing to yourself, that you are capable of building a system that works without you. And once you prove that to yourself, nothing stops you at $1,000. Not at $5,000. Not at $10,000. The distance between $0 and $1,000 a month is usually one decision, one seed, one first step. My final question for you, and I want a real answer in the comments. If you had to start today with exactly what you have right now, what would your first seed be? A skill? An asset? Savings you've been ignoring? Tell me below, because writing the answer is halfway there. This was Coin Talk. If this episode gave you something real, share it with one person who needs it. And I'll see you in the next one.